Good morning, guys. Well, it is right now about 8:11 here in East Tennessee on a Saturday morning. So I decided to go ahead and shoot a video today in my pajamas with bedhead because I wanted to prove a point. I wanted to make a point, not prove a point. I already know the point's true. If you look behind me, you see this beautiful view again. If I caught it a little bit earlier, you'd see a whole herd of deer in this field. And it made me think of something. Today, I encourage you to find your happy place. Because you see, in this world, there's all kinds of stress. Most of us work at least 5 days a week, some 6, some 7. I just heard a story about a guy who's worked 7 days a week for the last 5 years. And so what I want to encourage you with today on this Saturday morning, bright and early, is to find your happy place. You see, the saying goes, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Well, it doesn't just make him a dull boy. It makes him stressed, it makes him unhealthy, and usually, it makes him not very pleasant to be around. Because the human body was made for a cycle of work and rest. Work and rest. If all we do is work all the time, then we're going to be all those things, stressed and exhausted and unhealthy. If all we do is rest, we're going to be fat and lazy and unhealthy. So the thing is, you got to find that balance. You have to find a balance of work and rest. Find your cycle of work and rest. And then, like I said, finding your happy place, find a place where you can just relax, where you can let the stress unwind. For me, it's right here, right next to me is my sunroom. It's my favorite room in the house. I come out here at night, I sit in my recliner, I lean back, lay back in my recliner, and I can literally feel that ball of stress inside of me just kind of unwind. Another place for me that's super special is in my kayak. I get inside my kayak, I go to the boat ramp, I put in the lake, and I shove off from the shore. And there's something about, as soon as I get that floating feeling of being on the lake, not touching ground at all, but you're just sitting on top of the water in your kayak, once again, I literally feel that ball of stress inside of me just go. When I'm going hiking, I tell you, that is a place where when I get out into nature and I'm surrounded by God's beauty and I'm surrounded by all these beautiful scenes and more peace and quiet, it's amazing how much that ball of stress just kind of starts unwinding. You see, all of us have responsibility. All of us, we should have a job. Whether it's a full-time paid job or whether it's a full-time taking care of people job or whatever it is, we all work full-time. But I encourage you that you got to take time to chill out, to relax, to let your hair have bedhead, and to just say, okay, you know what? I've got responsibility, but they're going to wait for a little while. I'm going to relax. Let me give you an example. I had to learn lines for a play one time, and there was a bunch. I mean, we're talking a bunch of lines. And so I kept trying to study. So I combined this work and rest thing, got in my kayak, paddled out into Cherokee Lake, found an island. I had a chair with me and pulled it out of my kayak. I sat down in that chair, and I'm sitting there with the water lapping on the shore of this island in the middle of the lake. And I just relaxed. And then I just started memorizing my lines, and they came right like that. I've never memorized lines quicker than when I found that balance of work and rest, when I found my happy place sitting in a camp chair in the middle of the lake on an island, all by myself with nothing but the sound of that water lapping on the shore. So I encourage you today, go to the mountains, go to the lake, go to your sunroom, sit out in a chair in your yard. I've got two racks here that we hang hammocks on. And I tell you, I don't know what it is about a hammock, but a hammock is magical. If you don't own a hammock, you need to get a hammock, because when you lay down in that hammock, once again, that ball of stress just kind of goes. You know, you hear the Jamaicans and all that singing, "Don't worry, be happy," and all that. I tell you, they got it. It's something about the islands and hammocks. When you lay in a hammock, it's hard to be stressed because you just feel your body relax. So today, I encourage you, find your happy place. And then once you find that happy place, visit it often. You know, like I said, you can't live there 24/7, but you need to get away. Daily is awesome. I encourage you daily, even if it's just for 5 minutes, get away and find that happy place. I encourage you maybe once a month to take a whole day, at least one whole day, once a month, to just chill, to just relax. to put all your worries and responsibilities aside. Trust me, they'll be there when you get back. And to just chill and relax and go to that happy place and just relax and think about, okay, I'm not going to think about my worry or my work or anything right now. I'm just going to chill and relax. It's amazing how much your life can change, how much peace you can find when you do these things. All right, if you're watching this on a Saturday morning or on a weekend, I encourage you to have a great weekend. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Thanks.